Hello everyone, welcome for a new video. Today we're making two followers happy. Clasher 56 first because this is an English commentary, and Frosted because today we are having a look at the T95, the American Tier 9 tank destroyer. So what can we say about this beast? Well, it weighs 88.46 tons, has a 510 horsepower engine, which makes it very cumbersome. You will be extremely slow with only 13 kilometers per hour maximum forward speed and 18 degrees per second rotation. So clearly this is not an agile tank. You will play like a brick on the battlefield. Hit point wise, we have 1600 health points, which is a nice pool. It's just below the Jagd Tiger, which has 1650, but it's 100 points more than the T30, the other Tier 9 American tank destroyer, or the Object 704. And finally, at Tier 9, we mostly closed the gap in terms of health pool with the heavies, because the IS-8, for example, only has 1650, and I think the highest ones only have a couple hundred more. The most important thing about this tank destroyer is its frontal armor, which we will take a more detailed look later. The gun in itself is, well, not extraordinary. The Tier 10 155mm anti-tank gun T7 has a mean penetration of 276. It's the same as the Jagd Tiger, but it's a bit less than the Object 704. The Alpha of 640 this time is the same as the Object, and it's 200 more or less than the Jagd Tiger. But with the T95 you only fire 4 rounds a minute, which gives you around 2500 DPM, which is well, only best to the T30. The Jagd Tiger has a whopping 3000-ish DPM, so here again we are far behind. So far behind in mobility, far behind in DPM. Precision 0.38, well, it's you can do the job with it. Aim time 2.5, and dispersion in movement, as you are so slow, is very low, so you can shoot on the move, but well, it's something you can try. Let's have a look at the armor now. As we can see here, the complete superstructure of the T95 is 305 millimeters thick, with some nice angles to the side, so you won't be able to penetrate the front with standard rounds. The lower plate is 133 millimeters, but it's well angled back, so frontally we will see later Tier 9 heavies will have their issues there, unless the T95 is cresting a ridge and you shoot it from below. The frontal weak spots are the two cupolas on the top. You have the driver cupola here on the right, the command on the left, and in the back of the tank. Those are only 152 millimeters thick with a nice angle. But it's your best chance of penetrating the T95 if it's facing you. On the side we have 100 millimeters thick side skirts and a double track behind, so penetrating here is more or less chancy. Then we have 50 millimeters spaced armor, and behind it are again 60 millimeters. That's your best choice from the side, but do not use heat rounds because they will be ineffective here. And from the back we have 51 millimeters, so that's the place to use your high explosive ammunition. Let's see what an E75 can do in front of the T95. As we can see, the E75 will have quite some issues penetrating the T95 from the front. As I told you, the best chance are the two cupolas. We have here 215 millimeters of effective armor, 200, so that's your best bet. So if you are driving the T95, never stop wiggling, going forwards, backwards, to make the aim of your opponents more difficult. The front, well, the cheeks, the lower right and left, you have the 305 millimeters, and as I told you, the rest is quite well angled, so that when you go upwards, right here, you go to 437 millimeters of effective armor. The lower plate, you see, you really have to shoot from below to be able to get the a penetration chance, and even then, for it to be easy, it's really only when it is cresting a ridge. That's using, of course, I didn't mention the 12.8 centimeter gun of the E75 with armor piercing, so 246 millimeters. If we switch to APCR, the picture is different. You still have the same cupola weak spots from the top, but you can also take your chances on those cheeks, right and left and below of the gun mantlet, with the 300 millimeters armor. As you see, you have a 60% chance of penetrating. So even using premium rounds, you will have your difficulties, and if the T95, well, wiggles, you will make it even more difficult. So never stay stationary when you have this tank, so that your cupolas can't be hit, and even your frontal plate. Put some angle on those two flat surfaces next to the gun. Before going to battle, let's have a look at equipment and consumables. Equipment, as you can see, I took the ventilation and the gun rammer just to increase the DPM, and as in the third slot I took the toolbox just to have a quicker repair on tracks in case a medium tries to flank you and turn circles and shoot you in the back. Consumables, coke, again to increase the DPM, but it also helps with view range, which is okay with 250 meters. The DPM boost and the big fire extinguisher repair consumable. In terms of ammunition, 20 AP rounds. You don't necessarily need APCR, although I take 8 with me just in case. AP rounds do the job, and as usual, a couple of HE rounds just to finish off low-life enemies. Here we are on Rockfield in the northern spawn, and it's completely useless, I think, to go to the bunker area. We are so slow, so I just trundle along and go to the flag area, see what we can do there. In the meantime, just so you know, initially in 1943 the US planned for 25 assault tanks to tackle the Siegfried Line. Let's also speed up the video. By March 44 the number was decreased to 5, and until everything was finalized in 45 the war was over, and so there was no need anymore of such a heavy tank. So only 2 prototypes were built, and they were used for tests until 1947. So I'm avoiding, although one of my comrades drives through, I'm avoiding the cap circle because I don't want to tell the enemy where I am. And here I try a shot. I'm fully aimed, but we can see here the 0.38 precision on the gun. The shot flies over, and now I have a smaller shot. I'm trying for the cupola, and this time it flies true. My front armor is no match for the Tiger P's gun. He has no chance, and my second shot also flies true and kills this one off. So I have a Black Prince, and here I do a mistake. I'm going for the Black Prince. I've seen there's a Jagdtiger. I'm showing my side, and I'm getting punished for it. And I don't even get a shot off at this Black Prince. Now I'm back my front to the Jagdtiger. I'm trying to shoot for the side of his superstructure, but I'm hitting the M103 hiding behind him. M103 who's going out in the open. Don't do this in front of a T95, you'll get punished for it. So now it's a game between me and the Jagdtiger. He's playing fine. He's showing only his upper casemate, so difficult to penetrate. I'm trying to move back and forward so that he can't shoot my cupola. That shot was from the pattern, obviously. Don't know what my mates are doing up there, but certainly not keeping them busy. So keep in mind, I still have on my left side the Black Prince. So I have to wait a bit, see if anything comes out. There goes the Black Prince. I start turning, but I remember the Jagdtiger just in time. So he bounces on me, and this time, well, I have a very small shot. Let's say I'm lucky, and I can take him out. So now I've noticed the pattern has come over to me. So I have to face him. Clearly, he's the most dangerous opponent. So the Black Prince will have problems penetrating me. So I have to face the pattern. I track him luckily, which gives me a bit more time. Of course, the Black Prince now can shoot my rear side and penetrates, but I'm again lucky, and the pattern shoots my tracks, doing no damage. And now he's tunnel visioning, so he doesn't see where he's driving. He gets caught on the rocks. I track the Black Prince, so quite a lucky game. And now the pattern again, where he's trying to circle me, going backwards, not a good idea, and then driving back again in the rocks. It was fairly easy for me. So really, you must not, tunnel vision. So first race mastery badge. It was a nice game, let's say. It's nothing spectacular. We did our hits. Even from far away, you see that the 0.38 precision. You can do things with it. The M103 shouldn't have gone out, and he was killed for it. As a bonus, let's just check a quick view on another battle. Here it's the enemy T95 with tunnel visions, who forgets about me, and I noticed. That's why you always have to keep in mind your surroundings. The IS-3 trying to go around, and I immediately started turning. And it's always nice to finish a video on an Amarak. Let's go back to the garage. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this review. If yes, don't hesitate to hit the like button. Do not hesitate neither to leave a comment. I'll do my best to take them into consideration. Check out my other videos, the casual gameplays, the other reviews, and hope to see you soon. Bye.